There is a specific breathing pattern you should be using when you are shadow boxing, when you work in the bag, and when you are fighting. And you've heard these sounds before in fights, in shadow boxing, work in the bag, on the pads. All the fighters exert this forceful breath when they train, when they punch. So let's break this down, why you need to do it, when to do it, and how to do it. So when you throw a punch, an elbow, a knee, or a kick, you need to exert a forceful breath out of your mouth on every single one of those strikes. By exerting a forceful breath out of your mouth when you do this and breathing out, this tightens your body in order to exert force out along with the punch, making it faster, making it more snappier, and putting a little bit more power into it. So you're doing it at the same time as you are throwing the punch, or a knee or an elbow or any strike. And an easy test to do is try to punch with power and speed by breathing in. You're just not gonna have the same impact. By breathing out, you have ability to exert force with your punch and then exert force with your breath at the same time. And when the two are combined together, that makes it for a perfect recipe to deliver your strikes with more power, with more speed, and more impact. And you also need to be doing the exact same thing when somebody's punching you and you're on defense. So when they're punching you and you're absorbing hits, you need to be doing the exact same thing. Forceful breath on their strikes as they're connecting you. And by doing that in defense will protect you more because it will allow you to absorb those shots a lot better. And by forceful breath on offense, it helps you to land crisper, faster, and with a lot more power, while also if you get hit at the same time, you will be a lot more protected. So from here on out, when you're shadow boxing, when you work in the bag, work in the pads, exert a forceful breath on every single strike out of your mouth. And this needs to be done on every strike. So if you're throwing a combination, a two-punch combo, you're going to be breathing out forcefully out of your mouth on every punch or on every kick. And you need to be doing this in training, in shadow boxing, on the bag, on everything you do. Every time you punch, you now should be breathing out forceful breath out of your mouth so it becomes automatic. The second part to this is how should you be breathing when you are training, when you are shadow boxing, and when you're fighting. You should be breathing in your nose and out of your mouth. And breathing out of your mouth will help you to breathe out that forceful breath out of your mouth when you punch or when you are in defense and getting hit. But also what breathing in your nose and out your mouth does is it helps you to control your breath. In normal everyday life, you usually just breathing through your nose, a nice controlled even breath out your nose, and you breathe out of your nose. Or for some, maybe they just breathe out of their mouth the entire time. And you're not really thinking about it. Breath just comes naturally and automatically. But when it comes time to training and fighting, you need to be completely aware of your breath and what it's doing. And the way you do that and the way you control your breath is you breathe in your nose and out your mouth. And that is how you control your breath in a fight and in training. In your nose, out your mouth. So in between those combinations, when you begin to get tired and you're just kind of trying to catch your breath, that's what you should be doing. In your nose, out your mouth, controlling the breath. And when you're ready to execute or when you're getting attacked and you have to defend, and that's the second part, controlling your breath in a fight. So you have your breath that you exert on every strike, or when you're getting attacked and you're getting hit, you breathe out, tighten your body, let your body absorb, and then when you're throwing your strikes, you exert that breath to help you with speed, to help you with power, to help you with that forceful breath out, to exert your force. And then when you begin to run out of breath, you need to control it. And that's when you breathe in your nose, out your mouth. And that's how you control it. And you have to start doing these two things. Control your breath and then exert a forceful breath on your strikes and make these two things automatic. Do this in shadow boxing, do this on the bag, do this on the pads, do this when you're running and doing any type of cardio. When you need to control your breath, in your nose, out your mouth. When you're exerting a forceful breath, let's say you're either punching or maybe you're doing sledgehammer or jump squats or burpees or anything where you're exerting your force for a short period of time and there's a moment where you are exerting force with your body, then you need to be breathing out of your mouth, forceful breath. So start doing these two things and begin to breathe properly. Now you need to begin to integrate this breathing pattern into everything you do. Every time you shadow box, integrate it, use it. Every time you work the bag, also you need to integrate it and you need to train it. As well as when you're doing cardio, you need to implement this in your cardio sessions. And speaking about cardio, your cardio is one of the most important and most controlled elements you have in training. So you need to train your cardio. And for that, I have an in-depth program, audio sessions program called Sprawl and Brawl. it will help you to develop the killer fight cardio you need. It can be done anywhere, it can be done anytime, and it only takes 15 minutes per session. And all you do is you play the MP3, the audio file, listen to my voice, and just follow exactly what I'm telling you to do. You do that for 15 minutes, and by the end you will be exhausted, but you will begin to build that fight cardio you need to fight. So the Sprawl and Brawl program is available right now. You can pick it up, and I will see you in there.